All right, so quick update on the no visitation of my kids thing, which is still going on, which is why this blog is still going on. So I have some kind of record for my kids to see when they get older, so they can see that I was trying really hard to be in their lives and their mom was alienating their parent from them. I One of the things that my mom and I were talking about when she read the emails that I got from the bitch was why she was even pretending like I was going to get to see the kids at Christmas time when it was very clear that she was never intending to allow me to see the kids at Christmas time, despite the fact that that is in the judgment and it's clearly ruled. And then my stepdad pointed out that the stipulation about needing an itinerary was not relevant in this case. If you actually read the wording of it, it's pretty clear that that's not relevant for this upcoming trip, which was only to Riverside, 45 minutes, an hour away or something, to locations where she's been before. And then she was so clear about, I need the address, I need the address, I need the address. And that was odd too, because she's been to all the places where I was going to take the kids. So, it's like, does she really need the address? She knows where the places are. She's been there, so why did she need the address so badly? But now all mysteries are revealed, because it turns out that my cousin, who lives at one of the addresses where I was going to take the kids to spend Christmas time with family and hang out with their cousins and stuff, got mail today from Child Services, because obviously the whole itinerary Christmas vacation ruse was just so she could get an address to send me a bill for my kids that I haven't seen for 172 days. So yeah, she wants child support, even though she got the house, she got all the silver and gold, she got the Lexus, she got all that stuff, she got everything, literally everything, and she got full custody of the kids, and she won't let me see my kids, and she wants child support also. Now here's the thing about child support. I'd be happy to pay child support for the kids if I knew that it was going to the kids. But I'm 99% sure she's just going to drink it or snort it or whatever she's going to do. She's an alcoholic drug addict, which is one of the reasons that she's acting in such a heinous and depraved fashion. She has 2 DUIs. She's got a record of alcoholism and drug abuse. Her last job before her most recent one was she was managing a marijuana dispensary where she would smoke dabs at work. She would go out drinking with her coworkers. That's one of the things that led to our divorce is she's, an alcoholic and a drug addict. And of course, infidelity. Gotta love infidelity too. I mean, and what alcoholics and drug addicts don't also engage in infidelity at some point? Most of them do. So that's just pretty simple math. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I could figure out some way to ship, whatever the child support amount of money is worth of food to them via Amazon Prime or something. I'm sure there's something that I could work out to ensure that she's not snorting or drinking all the money away that I send for the kids. But the other problem with that is that I have 0 visitation. I haven't seen my kids in 172 days. So I'm not really sure why I would be paying child support to somebody who's intentionally keeping my kids from me. I wouldn't, basically. I will never pay her 1 red cent. And also, I don't actually have money to send her right now. I moved down here, and I gave up my job, all my forms of income and everything else, and moved down here right away to be near where my kids are. And it's taken me a little bit of time to, to get a job, to get an apartment, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just now starting to get to the point where I have a job and an apartment. I'm not in the apartment yet. I'll be in there on January 6th. And making my car payment and paying for the credit card bills, which I've been running up during this process because, well, I wanted to be near my kids. So, whatever I could do to be near my kids, that's what I did. And not that it matters, because I can't see them, because she won't let me see them. She won't tell me the address where they live. She won't arrange any kind of visitation. Yeah, but she wants money. Lord knows she needs money, because her and her loser new husband don't make enough money to pay for all the alcohol and drugs and everything else that is such a huge part of my psychotic ex's life, and always has been. So this is not like it's a new thing. Um, yeah, so that's the update. That's why she went through this elaborate ruse of like pretending that I was going to have the assigned visitation that's in the judgment order, because she wanted an address where she could send government paperwork about child support to me. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about any of this at this point. I have hired a lawyer, and I am meeting with the lawyer soon, and I have filed all the paperwork to get a change of venue and to reevaluate the custody situation, because obviously the current situation isn't working out. I haven't seen my kids in 172 days, and she's also not letting me have them for the Christmas visit that was clearly assigned to me in the judgment that she wrote, by the way, which is why she was keeping them from me until Christmas. But now she's also not going to let me have them at Christmas either. So, yeah, so I'm going to meet with the lawyer, talk about my options. I haven't even got my first paycheck yet at my new job, so I couldn't possibly pay child support right now, even if I wanted to. But when I am going to be able to pay child support, how am I going to ensure that she just doesn't snort it or smoke it or drink it? I mean, that's what she does with all of her money. That's what she's always done with all of her money. She's an alcoholic, drug addict, addicted psychopath. That's why she won't allow me to see my kids for 172 days. So, because who does that, really? I mean, who just, like, doesn't let the father see the kids at all for half a year? And for what reason? What possible reason could there be? I have no criminal history, no drug abuse history, no alcohol abuse history, no history of violence, or, I mean, literally, like, I couldn't be a better citizen. I couldn't be. Almost all of my former employers would gladly rehire me at any moment. There's just, so yeah, I just don't. There's no excuse for this, obviously, and she's just nuts. And eventually, we're gonna get in front of a judge, and the judge is gonna say, "Wow, she is nuts." And hopefully, they have some kind of system in place wherein I can either just take custody of my kids, lock, stock, and barrel, because of the parental alienation she's been engaged in for the last 172 days, and or figure out how I can pay back child support on a payment plan or something, and figure out a way to do that to ensure that she's not going to spend that money on alcohol or drugs, which is traditionally what she spent all of her money on. So, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And that's an update, and that's why she went through this elaborate ruse of pretending like she was going to let me see my kids at Christmas time, because she wanted an address to send a child support bill to. That's what she's really after. She's after money. That's all she's ever been after. I think that's all she's been ever after since the very first time we met. She's like, oh wow, here's a smart guy with all these capabilities. Let's see how much money I can get out of him. And then, when you turn the money off because you want somebody to stop drinking, and you turn the money off, then boom, you're out of the picture, and she's got to find somebody new so he can pay for her alcohol and drug habits. So good luck to you, Justin. That's an expensive bill. I don't wish it on anybody.